They say patience is a virtue. It's hard to see what's coming when you're impatient or impatient, If you're in a rush, try to get things now, how can you see what's coming ahead? You make mistakes, things like that. It can really put a detriment on your path in life. It's important to stay the course, take your time and don't rush, to even enjoy the process as it goes along. But as the process goes along, it's hard to enjoy it sometimes because you're waiting for so long. Ergo, patience is a virtue. Virtues aren't that easy either. But, maybe it's like an ideal form of being, an ideal personality. Like how Jesus was patient with his disciples. When you think about it, and, act all angry at them the first few times they did some things you didn't like. He was patient and kind and just and reasonable. But of course, I haven't read the whole Bible and from Genesis to Revelation and whatever else. But I know in my heart that Jesus was kind and patient, and that he did for everybody. But even Jesus would run out of patience. Even Jesus was human. God made in the flesh. So there's that. But yeah, patience, Sometimes you need that anyway. If you wait for too long, though, that can be a problem. But you never know if it's too long or too short sometimes. But you can even be distracted while you're patient a bit to let time pass by. So patience isn't always that bad. Patience can be a window to open up productivity. And like, if you're bored, you could be, restructuring that phrase, I'm bored, be I'm patient. And if I'm patient, well, I have not a lot going on, let your brain reconstruct and, refresh, redo some things, rebound from whatever you did, like as if it's a basketball term right there, to rebound, get that ball back in your court, your attention recentered and refocused. Stuff like that would be good to have patience, for that. And sometimes you need patience to do it anyway. Get your attention back on track, your thoughts back on track, yourself back on track. Sometimes people need patience to weather it out, Weather out a storm that somebody else is going through. Be patient, your mom's in the hospital, you gotta be patient. So you could go out and, get out of the hospital, hopefully, and not die or get even injured, even worse, God forbid, right there. But yeah, patience is a virtue when you think about it. You just gotta think about it. And even thinking, like, there's fast thinking and slow thinking. I'm gonna talk about that later, some other time. But fast thinking and slow thinking and patience. It's like the bridge between fast. If you're patient, it's like everything being set on a certain timeline. Everything being set at a certain pace, a certain tempo, a certain rhythm. And when I think of rhythm, I think of jazz. Going na 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 na, like John Coltrane's songs. I don't know what it was that I just, a little improvisation. I think it was counting steps or something. Well, it's a really hard jazz song. It's like really, really hard for people to do it right. But yeah, jazz is pretty cool. I used to listen to jazz a lot as a kid. Yeah, I hope to have more patience with my life to get it on track, but at the same time you gotta know when to be patient and when to, do some stuff and get ahead. You can be patient all you want and just wait and sit around. Or you could be out there actually doing stuff. Like me. I need to go out and do some stuff to get where I want to go. And get this little brand, this little business, little whatever is going on, blog or something, up and running and being even more profitable. But to do that, I gotta get out of debt, and I gotta be patient, but I gotta do some actions on the side to get out of the debt. And, yeah, I want to bring more content to everybody on the internet and, like, bring people together for God, give out Bibles, give out food, or at least have food trucks around, have, like, car meets and food trucks and Bible giveaways and testimonies, like that, and, like, prayer for people, prayers for people, pray in live streams for people, pray for people, at an event, that God keeps people safe, protected, nurtured, looked after, and things of that nature. Well, I'm gonna look after my kid, my daughter, my son, that's God's role. He's a provider, protector, counselor. When you seek God, not only do you seek provision, but you can seek everything else. Asking it shall be given, but yeah, I mean, God's out there to take care of you too, and like if you're sad, talk to God and He'll make you feel better. That's through God and through the power of the Holy Spirit. And I know I feel sad sometimes, and I go through mental things sometimes and pills and all that, but I know things are gonna get better. Things are gonna get better. They have to. The only way down, would be like the only way to go from a downhill state is to go back up like a graph or like a roller coaster. You think about like a roller coaster, you go down and it's fun, and then you go back up and you go down again, and you go to the sides and upside down. That's life. That's an analogy right there. Chew on that. And even then, it takes patience to wait in line for a roller coaster. But the roller coaster of life can pass by so quick. Life is so quick. It's just, at the same time, it feels slow when you're waiting for it to pass you by. If you even let it pass you by at all, you gotta be proactive, stuff like that. Anyway, that's a lot to talk about and digest for whoever's listening. I want to keep talking more and just get my thoughts out there to TikTok and so on. Anyway, peace out. This is DaftDartDynamics, Ajax Attica, stuff like that. Have a good day, and I'll talk to you all soon. Peace.